Good morning, Lovey Tribe. By the time you see this, it'll be in the afternoon. But for me, it's super early in the morning because I put on my Instagram yesterday, sticking true to my YouTube intentions for 2020. I asked if you guys would like to see something a little different from me and maybe a get ready with me. And you guys liked and commented and said that would be awesome. So I figured this will just be like a get ready with me and let's chat about some things going on in my life. So get yourself something warm to drink. I have my coffee. And you guys are seeing me like in the raw before I put cream on my face or nothing. And I'm red because I just exfoliated. Usually before, of course you saw me with a towel and my hair was wet, so I got a shower. And of course you wash your face in the shower. But before I put because I don't wear makeup every day. So on the days that I do wear makeup, I always try to exfoliate first. I don't know why, but I feel like my palette's cleaner. The palette takes the makeup better, so to speak. So, for inquiring minds, this is one of my makeup little pockets, purses, whatever. And in this one, I have the cream that I use for my face. And if you hear weird sounds, it's a real video. You guys are gonna watch me drink my coffee. I'm doing a load of laundry. My laundry room is right behind me. So if you hear swishing, it's my washing machine. My housemaid is helping me this morning. And in my smaller pouch is all of my brushes, my foundation, things of that nature. And then I have another little one, which is my Too Faced pouch. And in here are all my palettes, my lipsticks, my liners, and things like that. So I am by no means a makeup guru or anything like this. This is just like an average get ready with me. I don't have like these awesome products, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I have some pretty nice makeup that my sister has supplied me with. This was one of the brand new palettes that she just bought me. It's called Supernova. This palette is freaking gorgeous. Look at this. Block the... Ooh, the mirror is horrible. Look at that. Look at this. So that's one of the new palettes I got for Christmas. And then I have some Too Faced, and I have some Sephora and things like that. So, like I said, I'm not a makeup guru. You're probably not going to learn much from me, but I figured this would be a fun way to just put on my face, look like a human being, while chit-chatting with you guys. So when you saw me blow dry my hair, I did put it back in one of these little things I picked up to put my makeup on, but it hurts my head. It's so stinking tight. It like compresses my brain, and I feel like when I'm done putting my makeup on, I'm gonna have a freaking headache. So, not worth it. So I'm just gonna pull my hair up into one of my little claw clips. So it's up and out of the way. and we shall get busy. And because I exfoliated, my screen is screaming for some moisture. I don't know about you, but I think I have hard water. And I love this. I get this from the Dollar Tree. And it's Dermasil and it's aloe. And it smells really, really good. And I get it from the Dollar Tree and it works. But I'm telling you, when I use that exfoliating crap, oh my gosh, my skin is just like, it feels so tight. So tight. If you see me looking down, I have a mirror sitting right behind you guys. So I may not give you complete eye contact. But just know, I don't know about you guys, but when you touch your face, do you get bright red? Like, I don't care what I'm doing. If I touch my face, it is bright, bright, bright red. Anything I do. And in the winter, my cheeks and my tea get super, super dry. So sometimes in the winter, unless I'm going somewhere, church, something of that nature, I try very hard not to wear makeup because makeup seems to dry out my skin even more, and I have a tough time with that in the winter. I also have thyroid. I have hypothyroid disease. To prepare my lips, I always put a little bit of lip therapy on. Just a little. There you go. Just to prepare my lips. Okay. Anyways, I have hypothyroidism. There we go. I said it all in one thing. And so that makes my skin extremely dry. One of the things with thyroid is it dries out your skin really bad. You get patches like on your elbows, in your tea. You get the raccoon eyes, the really deep dark circles. I mean, I have dark circles under my eyes. I'm very blessed in the fact that I don't have super dark circles under my eyes. I mean, I've seen people like, they look like they had mascara on and they went like this. I praise God, mine don't look like that. But I deal with a whole bunch of stuff. So anyways, I deal with that. So my skincare is like, it's a fickle thing. And if I use the wrong thing, I pay for it. Let me tell you, because I'm super sensitive. Same thing with my shampoos. If I use the wrong kind of shampoo, because my skin is so sensitive and with hypothyroidism, I'll get scabs real bad in my head, and it's almost like dandruff, but it's not. Sorry, I got cream in my eyeball. Now you guys look smeared. Okay, so my beginning foundation is Sephora, and it is called Neutral Fawn number 32. Okay, and I don't apply it with a sponge. Like I said, guys, I am not a makeup guru, and I do not do heavy foundations. My sister is staying with us for a while, and she is like a makeup guru. I've said this before in videos. And like her foundation routine, I'm like, how do you feel like you don't have 15 layers of gook on your face? I can't do that. I personally feel like if I would wear that much foundation, my skin would just like, it would fall off. Because sometimes even just wearing powder foundation, by the end of the day, my skin is so irritated. Like, I can't sleep with my makeup on. I have to take that stuff off. So I just brush on my foundation. I don't bake. I don't do any of that stuff. I know my sister bakes, and it does. It gives a nice like highlight under her eyes. She looks absolutely beautiful. I feel like I would look like a clown. I also feel like that's how I would feel like too. I feel like I would feel like a clown with that much makeup on my face. But so it is the new year. And we did talk about earlier about New Year's intentions. I really didn't want to call them resolutions this year because, like I said, nobody ever sticks to resolutions. So I was like, how about intentions? How about intentions? And then the next thing I do, so we're gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna talk to you, and then I'm gonna interrupt what I'm saying to tell you what I'm doing next in my makeup routine. So what I do is I put just a little teeny tiny bit of this cream on my sponge, dab it in the places I know I need a little extra coverage, which is like always in my tea. Then I take that and then I put that in my foundation to get it on the sponge, and then I dab. But anyways, with it being the new year, of course, everybody is doing diets and getting back on the bandwagon with trying to get back to being healthy, going to the gym, those kinds of things. And there was a period last year where I kind of like disappeared off of YouTube for quite some time. And what had happened is my husband and I had sold the house, which you guys, if you've been following me, you know, because I did videos of that, of us packing and stuff. Well, after we sold the house, we ended up in this little teeny tiny apartment, and it took forever for us to get the settlement for selling our home. But once we did, the very first thing I did was I went and got myself a gym membership and a trainer. Now, I paid almost, it was $498. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. It was $498 a month to have my personal trainer. So for that kind of money, because that's like a house payment, that's like a car payment. For that kind of money, like I lived at the gym. So, and I went on a very strict diet, which was keto, the keto diet. And like I said, I basically lived at the gym, learned a whole bunch of stuff, because not only was she training me at the gym, but she was also my nutritionist. So like every week I had my weigh-ins, and we wrote down, she would look at my food, everything, all kinds of stuff like that. So it was like this big thing, and it took up all of my time. And let me tell you, at the beginning, I was tired. I couldn't move. There was days I came home from that gym and was crying, let alone make a YouTube video. So the next thing I do is I use this glowing complexion illuminating cream, and I put this on the base of my eyes. This is like my foundation for my eyes. So long story short, I was at the gym for about 6 months, and I started having trouble with my one leg. My one leg started swelling up really, really bad. And my trainer, who was awesome, her name was Lori, her sister was a nurse. And one day, because I was on the treadmill, and she was clocking me behind, because that's how they determined how well I was doing and if I was, you know, moving forward in my training and all that. She saw how bad my legs were, because it was midsummer, and my one leg, and became very concerned and was like, okay, Missy, I don't like this, because the way how big your leg is compared to the other one, and it's a little discolored. I'm worried that you may have a blood clot, and you are a very high risk for us. So until you get a notice that you're okay from your doctor, I can't train you. You can use the gym under your own power, but I can't do training with you. I was totally devastated. Another reason I was gone off of YouTube for a while, because I was devastated. Another very long drawn out thing. My doctor, because by that time I had lost almost 67 pounds. My doctor was thrilled with my progress. So her quick fix was, well, let me put you on diuretics, very strong diuretics, and we'll pull the water off. This is probably just swelling, because your body's not used to these very strenuous workouts, because I was doing HIIT, which is high intensity interval training. And she's like, that's pretty intense, and your body probably isn't used to this, so your leg's swelling. So she put me on very high diuretics. Another very long drawn out thing, because this is over the span of like 9 months. I was doing the diuretic, but my leg had days where it looked okay, like the swelling would go down, and then I had days where I don't care how many diuretics I took, my swelling, excuse me, coffee, didn't go down. So I kept going back to the doctors. They did Dopplers on my leg, the whole thing. all these tests to like appease Lori, because until my leg was like normal, she refused to train me. But I just continued to go to the gym and do my keto. Well, it got to the point late October where, I'm just going to be honest with you, this is a little gross, I couldn't go to the bathroom. Number 2. Sometimes that's very common on the keto diet. And I also have hypothyroidism, so occasional constipation is like normal. So my doctor was like, that's a little weird, da 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 da. Well, then it got to the point where I couldn't go at all for days. And I was in extreme pain. They rushed me to the emergency room. They thought I had a blood clot. And not a blood clot, a bowel blockage. I didn't. Another long, drawn-out process thing is I ended up having to have a colonoscopy. It came back that I'm okay, blah, 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 blah. So what had happened is it took them 8 months to learn that the reason why my leg looked the way it did is because I actually have lymphedema in that leg. And you cannot treat lymphedema with water pills. So the water pills weren't actually pulling any water off my leg. They actually pulled all of the water out of my bowels and basically rendered my bowels completely useless. Yeah, isn't that lovely? Okay, so now I'm going in with Sephora. I'm putting my matte color down, which I'm going to be using this one today. So I'm just rambling. So in that, they had to put me on very strong medicine, again, to get my bowels to work. And I was on that for about 6 months to pull moisture into my bowels and to re-stimulate them to work. And it took about 6.5 months for me to be able to go to the bathroom on my own without a stimulant. So I am off those pills now, and I am able to use the restroom on my own without a stimulant. I just have to make sure that I'm on probiotics. And I'm not going to lie, I usually have to eat 4 prunes a day or have apples, or I'm not okay. Well, that sent me into a spiral of really bad depression. So right around when I had my scope done, if you guys follow me on my other Instagram, which is called Missy-Shrinks, my whole weight loss journey is documented on there, and you'll see on March 17th, which I had my scope done March 9th, on March 17th, I lost 101 pounds. March 17th of this year. No, we're in a new year. That's right. We're in 2020. We haven't even had March yet. March 17th of 2019, I lost 101 pounds. Okay. And then like a week before that is when I had my scope and my bowels were really bad and blah, 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 blah. Well, this sent me into a deep depression because now that I had lymphedema in my leg and all of this other stuff, my trainer was just like, I'm sorry, you can use the gym on your own accord, but I'm not going to train you any longer. You're too high of a risk, blah, 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 blah. I taught you a lot of good things. Just continue to use them. But I can't take the risk of you being hurt because now you have lymphedema and all this other stuff. So I was devastated. Set me into a really bad depression, to say the least. After weeks of being in pain, the whole thing. Okay, so this is my color. This is the palette that I took the picture of yesterday. I got this for Christmas. We're going to use this palette because now we're going to add the glitter now that I have the matte on. And I think I'm just going to go for probably a darker brown, like a darker brown in my crease. And then just to be fun, maybe I'll do like this like peachy color on my lid. So with that being said, I have not been on keto or to the gym probably since October of last year. No, it hasn't even been that far. March, April, May, June, July, August. I think maybe August, September, in there. I have not been to the gym, and I kind of just fell off the wagon with keto because I was just so depressed and I gave up. So now here we are in January of 2020, and after March 17th, I think I lost another like 10 pounds or so. So I think altogether I lost like 111 pounds. And here we are of January of 2020, and I've gained 37.2 pounds of that back. Which, if I focus too much on or think too much about, it will send me into another depression. I had to work really hard to lose 111 pounds, and I cannot believe I gained like 37 of it back. Cannot believe that I did that to myself. But I cannot dwell on that. I cannot dwell on that, because like I said, it'll send, I'll be spiraling. So what I have to do is get myself in gear, but I have to tell you to get back on keto and an exercise routine after just basically throwing my hands up in the air and saying I quit this crap is like one of the hardest things I have to do. And then when I have to face the fact that I have set myself back and not forward, like I can't dwell on these things. I just can't. I can't dwell on these things. And I have a feeling this video is going to be a little long. So, with that being said, that is why I sat in the car and did a New Year's intentions with you guys, because I'm to the point where I feel like I want to continue with YouTube, because oh my gosh, I really missed you guys, and I would have a lot of guilt not doing YouTube. I had a lot of guilt not doing YouTube because I really missed you guys, but I was so focused on myself. I just felt like I didn't have time. I was so focused on me. So instead of just focusing on me, which I have a feeling is some of my downfall, because I really didn't have any accountability and I didn't have like a partnership. I was just so focused on me. I want to try a little different this year and be like, well, let's do it with other people who may be struggling with their own weight loss or their own things. So, and I just want to be like, I want to be real. Like, I am not happy with myself. I am not happy to the place that I have brought myself. I cannot believe that I brought myself to this place. I cannot believe that after everything I went through and coming home from the gym and crying and the hell that I put my body through, I mean, it was hell, that I have gained back 37 pounds. And it took me a little over almost 9 months to lose 111 pounds. And it's taking me like 4, maybe even less than that, to gain 37 back. I'm going to go out of frame here for 1 minute. I got to get something. Okay. It's very aggravating. But we're not going to focus on that, because I'm telling you, if I focus on that, it's like depression comes on me so quick. So one thing I did forget was my makeup wipes. Yeah, because that's Missy. So I'm just trying to wipe off some of the glitter fall out. So I have a new journey. And if you, I will link that Instagram down below. And if you go look at that Instagram, one of my favorite things on there was Face-to-Face Friday. Where the heck is my liner? Here it is. Was my Face-to-Face Fridays. And if you look at my befores and my afters, it's amazing. I even have full body pictures and stuff on there. And I feel like all 37 pounds came right to my face. And in sitting with a nutritionist and a trainer, I learned that this face that you're seeing before you, with this double chin and the huge cheeks and the like real puffiness and shininess, is called a carb face, because it's like after I just like got depressed and I ate one little carb and went crazy. Like I went crazy because the keto diet, you can't have any carbs, no carbs. It's all about high fat, high protein. So it was like no carbs. So I went like carb crazy. And now I'm like fully addicted to carbs, and carbs process into sugar. So I'm really I'm addicted to the sugar again. And it drives me crazy because it's like a punishment, because this is what you're always going to see. This is the first thing people always see. And my hands, like I even took pictures of how small my hands and my feet got, and my face. Like those were like the 3 things that really changed. And it's like when I see my hands now, I realize how big they look again, and my face looks massive. And it's a carb face. So my body is like screaming at me, stop it. And it's like, I need to listen. So that is my depressing story. But I want to be honest, and I want to be real with you guys. Oh my God, the glitter is everywhere. I want to be real with you guys that I'm not okay with myself. I'm not okay with where I got myself and what I've done. But what's done is done. And we are in a new year and a new decade. And with that, we can do, I'm not going to do that new year, new you. That stuff never lasts either. Let's be real. It sounds great, looks great on paper, but it's like, I even wrote that in my bullet journal. And even when I wrote it down, I was like, it doesn't last. It has to be mental. So anyways, I'm taking my, it's called Scandal Eyes. Who is this by? By Precision. Oh, Rimmel. My Rimmel. And I'm going to do an outline. And this video might be a little long, guys. But we're talking. So anyways, I have to get on the bandwagon. I have to get on the bandwagon and get myself under control. And the gym where I was training, which you will see me if you go on that Instagram, a lot. I wore a hat that said House of Steel. That was the name of the gym that I was at and was training with, because their names were Rose and Steel. I'm not going back to that gym. I have not renewed my membership for this year. So what just did open beside me is, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing, a Planet Fitness. So I think I'm going to join Planet Fitness and get my big butt back in gym, because for the winter months I can't walk. And then when I did kind of got myself out of the gym, because there was a stint where I was having problems with my bowels, and my doctor even told me it's probably best to not be at the gym. I was walking a little over 2 miles a day. That's why we got a puppy, so that I'd be very motivated to walk. And I did. The whole summer, I walked like every single day, as long as it wasn't pouring down rain, like 2 miles a day. And then when the weather turned cold, I haven't walked at all. And let me tell you, do I feel that? Like, I haven't walked probably since late October or November, beginning of November, and I feel it. Woo. So, but the winters are really hard here. I said this before in my other video, the winters are so hard here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get out as often as I like to walk, because like today it's snowing. So it's time for me to get into the gym. So we're going to finish up my eyes with, I feel like I'm staggering in my sentences, but we're going to do my eyes with my eyelashes with Too Faced Better Than Sex. Now let's get off subject about weight for a minute. I don't know if you're gonna, guys, if you've been in Sephora. I go with my sister sometimes to go in Sephora. All of their products, Too Faced products, they have some crazy names. Better Than Sex for your eyes. Oh, they have stuff with orgasm on it and everything, and it's like, wow, these are some interesting names for makeup. But I think you guys can relate to what I'm going through and I'm trying to be very vulnerable and open. And I would love to sit here and go, you know, no matter where you are, what you're going through, you know, you can do that. I don't even know how to word this, because I do believe that. I do believe that no matter where you are and what you're going through, you can change your situation through action and thoughts. But it doesn't mean that while you're in the moment changing your actions and thoughts that you're happy with yourself. You're trying to get to a point where you are happy with yourself. And I think it's okay to admit that I am just not happy with myself and where I took myself. But I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to like dig myself out of like this hole that I got myself in. A big glob of that came off on my eye. Ugh, I hate when that happens. There's a huge glob. Okay. So I think it's okay to say, you know, I am not okay or happy with myself putting myself back into this predicament, but I will dig myself out, and it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of gusto, and I don't want to sit here and be fake. I just don't want to sit here and be fake and be like, oh, everything's fine, everything's peachy keen, you know, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to sit here and say those kinds of things. So this is my LA Color eyeline pencil. I'm trying to be very real and very honest with you. And we are already 6 days into January. And I did my grocery shopping on Saturday. And in my cart went my favorite Intimate Donuts, which I took a picture of on Sunday and posted to my Instagram because I had a donut with my coffee. And believe me, I had a donut this morning with my first cup of coffee while I was getting ready to get in the shower. Because like it's like I'm not mentally prepared to do this, but I need to get over myself and just do it. And I know a lot of it has to do with is that I'm so upset with myself, and I think I haven't gotten to a place just quite yet where I'm ready to like forgive myself for what I did. Not that I killed somebody or anything, but it's just like, come on, Missy, you know, you were on a good track there and you just blew it. You blew it. So I think I'm going to do, actually, I think I'm just going to do a glitter lip. Where did my little, I'm going to put this back. I'm going to put another little dose of my chapstick back on just to make my lips soft. Because sometimes this glitter stuff is a little harsh. My eyes are, for me, they're a little intense this morning. So usually when my eyes are a little intense, I go with a lighter lipstick, if you will. Oh, and this is Too Faced Pink Swan. Too Faced Pink Swan lip gloss. It's very pretty. I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but it has like holographic glitter in it. I'm not sure if that'll show. I have my really good light on. I hope that's doing it with the makeup. And then the last thing I'm going to do is put my City Color highlight. I just took a little bit on my cheekbones and then in my little, in here. And I can't remember for the life of me what this is called. I know it has a name and I totally forget. And I think today we're going to use like the rosy color. Rosy color. Just a little. So that's kind of where I'm at. I never did really explain to nobody where I went like almost those 6 months that I kind of just like disappeared off of YouTube. That is where I went. I was very busy with me. So in being like that, I have to get back to that place where I am important to myself again. Where I put me number one. Because if I'm not okay mentally, no good to nobody. So with all of that being said, this video is getting a little long. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a little different than what I normally do. It's going to probably be about a 40-minute long video, but I never did tell anybody what happened or where I went or what was going on, so I thought I would just share with you guys what's going on with me and be honest with you and kind of just share with you guys. That is why I have some big intentions this year on YouTube as well, and I really want to invite you guys on instead of backing away. I want to invite you in just to give me some accountability and a place where I can come and I can kind of share how I'm feeling and what's going on with me, hoping to inspire somebody else who may very well be going through these same things and feeling these same things about themselves, to let them know they're not alone in it. Because I know one of the main things I had issues with is I felt so alone. Because if you see pictures of me and my family, my husband and my children, especially my husband, they're beanpoles. They have no idea what it's like to be a plus size person in this world today, and to go through the things that I go through, and to worry every second of the day of every single thing that goes through my mouth. They just sit down with McDonald's and pizza and hamburger and everything they want and don't even think twice about it, whereas I overanalyze every single thing. Every single thing I eat, it stresses me out. I get anxiety over it, and so I feel like I have nobody that relates in my home. So I just want to be that for somebody, and to let them know it's okay not to be happy with yourself, but not to stay in that place. Only you can get yourself out of that place. If you're constantly looking, that's one thing I learned in my training and such when I did lose the 111 pounds, is that I think it took me so long to do it is because I was looking for other people to dig me out of the hole I got myself in. Come out with a weight loss pill. Why isn't Weight Watchers working? Why doesn't Slim Fast work? Why doesn't this pill work? Why didn't this work for me? Because those outside things they may help me, they may be aids, they may be benefits, but in reality, it's my intentions, I have to dig myself out of this hole. I can use those things to help me get there, but I have to do it, not solely rely on them things and people to get me out of the place I got myself. And I'm so sorry about my washer, but I'm being real. So I'm rambling. I can go on and on and on. I just thought I'd be really open and honest with you guys today. So I need to be in a place where I feel good about myself so that I'm motivated to take care of myself, because I have to love myself in order to take care of myself. And this is something that I have struggled with since my childhood. So I'm learning still to love myself, and being plus size, sometimes it's very hard to love yourself, especially with the way people look at you and you're treated, and just in general how society treats and thinks plus size people are. So that's why I want to include a little bit more plus size living in my YouTube, just so that you know. I love makeup, and I put makeup on because I want to feel good about myself and look beautiful, and hoping that will motivate me to love myself enough not to eat that donut instead to get my butt to the gym. So I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to cut it off here so this video isn't super long. This is my makeup look. I hope it computes. I'm not sure how well, but like I said, I'm no makeup guru. I do very basic makeup, but when I have makeup on, it makes me feel better about me, and I will treat myself better. And in treating myself better, I treat everybody in my small little circle better as well. So that's it for me today, guys. It was just a very simple, quick little video. I'll be back with something else later this week, I promise, and I'm working on a project share for February. So for Valentine's Day. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I love you guys. You're not alone in any struggle that you're going through. I hope you guys can relate, and I'll be talking to you guys very soon. And also in the comments, if you can leave me a few of anything that you would like to see that's a little different than crafting of plus size living. Like, is there anything that you would be interested in seeing that I can incorporate in? Just let me know. I'm open for suggestions. But as always, take care of you. Always do what you love. Know that you are loved and you're worth it. I'm worth it. You're worth it. And we can do this together. Love you, tribe. Talk to you in the next one. Bye.